lot of COVID out in the NFL today. Yeah, no kidding, man. Who else got COVID that I missed? Glenn, what's going on, buddy? How you doing, man? Good to see you, my friend. You're having an awesome Sunday morning so far. Just got out of bed, overslept. Mr. Andrew, what's up? Hey, Mr. Andrew, do me a favor. I got your package packaged up. I need your shipping information. So send me an email at my email, because you sent me money through Cash App or whatever. Send me an email and tell me it's you, Mr. Andrew, or whatever, with your address information. I have your stuff packaged up, but I didn't have your thing, and I don't think I had your email address because it was through whatever. So if you can, send me an email. If someone can put my email in the chat, it's very simple. It's my name, my deafness45 at gmail.com. So it's glorious, Paul says. You know, it's so weird. Like, they do some of the new era, like, I don't know why they can't get the hat sizings right ever. Like, either it's too small or it's too big or it fits perfect. And it's all the same. This thing is a little bit big. I mean, it's completely wearable, right? But it is a tad big. My Yankee hat is the same way. And then I got a Baltimore Ravens hat when I got that Chargers hat. I can't even wear that hat. I can't even get it on my head. Cannot even get it on my head, the Baltimore Ravens hat. And it's the right size according to what it. So it's either they put the wrong size tag on it, which probably is what happened, or when they make them, they're just all made. Like, I don't know if it's not machined and more handmade or what. Yep. Yeah, Mr. Andrew, it's fine, no worries, I'm not stressed. I know, but just make sure you do so I can get, and then once I have your shipping information, I have your email. Going forward, I don't ever, it's saved in my shipping crap, and I don't ever have to ask you again. So it's easy peasy. I know. I'm sure you weren't tripping out. I want to get people's stuff out to them if I can, so they're not waiting on it, or unless they wanted stuff stacked. A lot of times people will tell me to hold off, or because they don't want to pay shipping again a following week or whatever. So say hold the stuff. And again, guys, we'll be doing auctions every week here through to the first of the year. We'll be doing a special auction or a couple auctions when I'm at during the 24-hour stream. That'll be part of the thing to kill time. Some stuff will be my stuff. Some stuff will be BITG's. He's got tons of crap. We'll do probably like 2 or 3 separate auctions. And then we can just split them up into who's doing what. Scotty, what up, brother? Shalani, how you doing? Good to see you guys. Good morning, everybody. Everybody's having a fabulous Sunday morning. I actually just crawled out of bed. I went and played dice with some friends, the girl and some friends last night. It was actually pretty fun. We play with dollars. You play $3, 3 dice, basically $1 a dice, and started with $50. I think I left with like right around 53, but I got down to the final. Like, it was me, and it was actually my roll. And if I rolled like the circle, which is you keep it, I would have got the jackpot, the final. The final play we did $5 per dice, so it was $15 a person, which was fun. But I blew it. I rolled because I don't know if you guys know the dice game, but it's 3 dice. The dice have like left, right, they have a star, and then they have a couple of the round, just a circle. And what you do is you got to have at least usually 4 people is the best to play with. But when you roll the 3 dice, and then every time someone gets a star, however many stars they get that they roll, the star money you take your dollar and it goes in there. And you can only roll as many dice as you have dollars. So yeah, left, right, center, exactly. So if you only have a dollar, you only get to roll 1 dice, right? But just because you get out of the game, like a lot of times last night when I was out of the game early, when I didn't have any more dollars, so you don't get to roll when you don't have dice. They just skip you. But people can still get you back in the game because someone else can roll a right. I am so fucking sick of them. Are we back? Did I lose everybody? Guys, someone's put in the chat if we're still here. My thing went down for a second. Bueller? Okay. Stupid YouTube, man. I'm so sick of this YouTube app. I'm ready to stop streaming through that app and just use Streamlabs or go back to something like that. Never have issues with any of those apps. Alright, so anyway. So let's say somebody to the left of me is rolling, like they skip me, they roll, and it doesn't matter how many times you get skipped. Like if somebody doesn't give you $1 back or you get a couple bucks back, you're still in it until the pot's taken, until somebody gets down to their last dollar, or they could have their last $3 and it's just them and they roll and they grow all circles, right? So a lot of times that's what would happen. I would be in the game, I would be out of the game, I'd get skipped like 2 or 3 times. Everybody else would lose their money to the pot, or and once money's going to the middle, the less dollars that are left, the better, right? Because that's less dice people get to roll, that's less opportunity for money to move different ways. But at the same time, if you're the last person, you got $1, $2 left, you roll the dice and you roll, let's say you roll two stars, right? So, or let's say you roll 1 star and a left or right, so you would move that there, and then the next person has the $1 that you gave them, they roll a star, then it's double pot. So what that means is nobody takes that pot. We start again, and now it's doubling up, and we got up to 1 triple pot. So at $12, that's like $36 with 4 people, right? $36. Not bad at all. Just for playing a dollar game. So it can get up there. It's super fun, guys. You can buy the dice at like Target or Walmart or whatever. It's a really fun game, especially if you like gambling like I do. But we did that, and we actually we weren't even out that late. I think I was just tired from getting up early yesterday and whatnot. So, again, guys, I did drop a new video, by the way, last night. I wasn't done. It wasn't ready before I left to go play dice. Otherwise, I would have had it earlier. But it was kind of a later night drop. It was when I got back. I uploaded it. Check it out. Again, you may want to watch it. I'm going to tell you every video I upload going forward up till the 24-hour stream probably is going to pay for you to give you a chance or an opportunity to get involved in something that's not going to cost you anything. The only cost it's going to give you is you watching. Classic, what up, man? What's going on, my brother or brothers? I don't know if it's one or both. It's probably just one of them. I'm sure the other one's probably scratching still to get out of bed or something. I don't know which brother we got in here. Yeah, Classic Pack Breaks in the house. What's up, guys? Yeah, he's here for my DFS, probably my DFS plays. See who I'm looking, who I'm on. But that video dropped, and then tonight we're gonna have another episode of the Def Hobby Central Classic one. I don't know if you guys got a Sunday night you're available. I do it about 6 o'clock Central Standard Time, but anybody's welcome to join. Anybody else in there right now is welcome to join. I need to start with 3 people plus me. So we basically do it through StreamYard. We talk on different hobby topics. It gives you an opportunity again to introduce yourself, whatever. That last episode, we had a great showing. Like, people who showed up, people who watched. I keep checking like the views on it. It keeps climbing. Like, people keep watching it. So people are definitely interested in it. They like it. And again, it's going to be a place where anybody and everybody can come. And people like Classic Pack Breaks, which we already did an in-depth with them. But there's a lot of new people like that watch me, or a lot of new people just in the card community in general that have come since we did that interview for Classic. So a lot of people may not remember, understand, even when I talk about Classic Pack Breaks quick, when I shout them out, when I do all my shout outs for everybody in my streams and my videos, they may not remember or know, or they may not remember, but they may not even know who they are, right? So it gives you an opportunity once again to refresh their memory on who you are, and that you're out there, and that you have breaks and you have amazing stuff available. And again, guys, for anyone's in here right now, classicpackbreaks.com, they are a great group of dudes. I really hope to plan at some point, whether when I head to Florida at some time here in the next, hopefully, year or two. I know COVID's heavy in Florida right now, like real bad. But when I travel out there, I hope to stop and hang out for a day or two with those guys. Hang out in studio. I mean, those are the kind of guys that I know would be a blast to hang out with. It'd be a good time. It'd be cool to be on camera while they're live on their channel, just kind of hanging out. Maybe do a break or two, get my hot hands in for them. But is it me or the playoff look better? Playoff is amazing this year, guys. In fact, guys, Ryan or whoever, Classic, did you guys get any playoff football, the hobby? Football, it's awesome this year.
I'll be right with you.
Sounds good. So everyone will have Saints defense, don't you think? I don't think everybody's going to have Saints defense. No. Again, I don't mind on the defense. I really don't care who I have at the end of the day. Again, we talk about this week in and week out. It really doesn't matter, right? Saints defense is going to be the highest, probably the highest owned, right? It probably is.
Alrighty, what can I get for you today?
1 second. Can I get a Venti caramel ribbon crunch with 2 shots of espresso, please?
Sure thing. Do you want to blend it in?
I don't know how they usually do it. I come here every day, but they don't usually ask me.
That's how we do it.
Okay. Yeah,
Alrighty.
that's fine.
Some people prefer it on top, so that's why we ask. Anything else today?
That should do it, man. Appreciate
Alrighty,
you.
8 on another window.
Thanks. All right. So again, going back to that, like for cash, having Saints defense is going to be fine if everybody else is on it. But for GPPs, we know what happens, right? Look at the Saints defense. Check it out, guys. It's a cheap product. They have some of the sickest. They have chrome cards in them now, 1 per pack. They have like the rookie waves. I pulled a Justin Herbert and a Tua, and they're just nasty looking. Like the Thunder and Lightning that they do, like the regular cards they had in the previous playoff cards, you can actually get those in chromium. I got like a Jerry Rice and Ricky Waters, Thunder and Lightning. Dude, chrome card. They're so sick. You get 2 autos and you get two mem cards in it. It's like $200 a box. It's so fun. It's 12 packs, 8 cards per pack. It's a fun little rip, man. Fun little rip. I didn't get the greatest autos, but I did get some of the nastiest, like rookies and chromium. They have these behind the number chrome cards. I got like a Russell Wilson. I got a CeeDee Lamb. There was a Tom Brady and a Lamar Jackson call to arms chrome cards. Like, they're just nasty looking. They look super sick. I would check it out. I think it'd be a hot product for you guys because it's cheap and it's very reasonable. So getting back to the Saints defense, yes, going to be highly owned. Again, cash, that's fine, right? Cash, we don't care. Honestly, GPPs, in a sense, we don't care that much, especially with a defense. The only problem there is, again, how many times do teams fail or defenses fail? Look at the Steelers when they're $5,000. Not that they've ever had a terrible week this year, like terrible, but there's been defenses that are 4,000, 3,300, 3,400. Hell, there's been defenses that are almost flat minimum that have scored the same as them. I'm just saying, defense is really not. I wouldn't stress on defense. What I would honestly tell you to do when you're building your lineups, cash or GPP, it doesn't matter. When you're building your lineups, build your lineup, get to towards the end of it being built, and see how much you have left, and almost just plug in whatever defense will fit, right? So unless you get over ZZ on plugging people in, and you put a player in that's, you're stacking everybody, right? So you do Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen, Stephon Diggs, Dalvin Cook, Alvin Kamara, somebody else that's going to be expensive, another receiver, and then you're like, oh, I only got $1,400 left. Well, that's not going to work, obviously. But if you're building it properly and you're looking at your averages and you're playing it out, I would build every other position and then just put what defense fits. Because any defense, the Jets could be a good defense this week. No matter the matchup. They could somehow score a defensive touchdown. They could hold the team to 20, 21 points, right? It happens. And it happens more often than you think. So, I wouldn't stress on the defense. I would just let the defense ride out. So, let that be one of your last position plays. All right, so guys, we'll start with quarterback. I'm going to get interrupted here in a second.
Hi there.
Hi, how you doing? There's 10. And can we get a pub cup too, please?
Yeah, sure.
So, Jets, good defense, got choked. No, what I'm saying, Spidey, is in a DFS world, the Jets for $3,000 on FanDuel bare minimum, when you can stack up around the rest of your lineup. Let's say they get 2 points, right? Let's say they get 4 points. Well, let's say you play somebody. I don't need the change. Let's say you play somebody like the Saints defense, or somebody that's the highest priced defense, right? They could get scored on tremendously. They could only get a sack or two. They could not get a defensive touchdown, possibly, not have much for interceptions, whatever. And the amount you paid for that defense versus what you paid for this defense, and the amount of points. Thank you. Can I get a couple napkins too, please?
Absolutely. I know how I got.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Appreciate you. Have a good one. Thanks. That's what I'm more or less getting at, right? The Jets are not a good defense. Not a good defense. We know that. On paper, the Jets suck. But at bare minimum price, I don't care if I play them, because at the end of the day, I don't really care what defense I play most weeks. And you'll hear that from some of the best DFS touts in the world. They will tell you, guys that play hundreds of thousands of dollars a week, will tell you that defense in the end, although it could make or break a lineup, it could change you from, first place to whatever, but the rest of your lineup should do that work for you. You should get creative enough and cute enough somewhere where that, unless the defense scores like 20 points or 25 points, which does happen, but I don't know. I don't think defense is where we need to stress. So anyway, let's get into let's start with quarterbacks. I have not changed where my favorite quarterback is. My top quarterback this week, Patty Mahomes, is going to be a lot of people's favorite quarterbacks. KC is going to be a lot of people's favorite quarterbacks. My favorite quarterback this week is going to be Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert is going to be my cash quarterback. Justin Herbert is going to be my top GPP quarterback play as well. He's going to be in the majority of I'm going to build around him or with him. Okay? Patty Mahomes, here's how I'd go. Justin Herbert, Josh Allen, Patty Mahomes, Kyler Murray. Those are really kind of where we'll stick. We did build a lineup with Sam Darnold yesterday together. We'll build another one today. But Sam Darnold's not really, that's just a long shot, right? We're doing one long shot. Yeah, and some people don't like Mahomes against Tampa Bay. You know, but a lot of people are on him. And that's why they're not at the top of my list, right? They're not at the top of my list. Fitzpatrick, you could look at in DraftKings. I wouldn't change much the model of the quarterbacks on DraftKings versus FanDuel, to be quite honest with you. Teddy might try. Yeah, and that's the thing. We did take a shot. We did build one lineup with Teddy. Again, he's not a guy that is in a ton of my lineups. But again, I think that's great, man. I really like, and we'll get to receivers, which you could build around Teddy B and the receiver core, you know, this week as well. So running backs, there's a little bit of a change in the backs, pending news, things, and whatnot. So Dalvin Cook will be the top running back. He's obviously the most expensive. We have built some lineups without him. I think you're taking a big risk, which sometimes that's what you have to do with fading him or getting away from him. But it is what it is. Brian Hill, we talked a lot about. He's on FanDuel. He's $5,100. I'm not sure where he's at on DraftKings. I haven't checked or haven't looked. Another one this is a one that's popped up is Nyheim Hines. Nyheim Hines for the Colts. He's $5,700 on FanDuel. I'm not sure where he is on DK, but that is another guy. Yeah, so give us the price on DK for Nyheim Hines. That's another guy that I like. You can talk about Austin Eckler coming back. I like Josh Jacobs. I really, in GPPs, love Derrick Henry. He's going up against a very, very, very tough defense. I don't care. I think he gets in twice this week. I think I played Derrick Henry. I played Derrick Henry last year this time, as well as I played Sam Darnold this year last time. This time last year is when I won 12.5 G's. This week, around this date, was when I won 12.5 grand last year. So, all right. So Josh Jacobs, I love. You could even use Jacobs in cash if you can make it work, even though you're going to be putting Cook in there and some other guys. It might get a little tricky. On the receiver core, I really love Keenan Allen, obviously, with Justin Herbert. Here's where we're getting our correlation, right? I love Justin Jefferson. I love Stephon Diggs. I pretty much, most of my lineups will either have Stephon Diggs or Cole Beasley with the Herberts and the Keenan Allens, right? Jacoby Myers, you can go to. Robbie Anderson, Nelson Aguilar as well as another guy that's popped into the radar. And Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley's going to be kind of highly owned. I put him down more on the list, not so high. So, tight ends, really love Hunter Henry. Again, with the Herberts, either going to Allen or Henry, or you can do all three. Run it back with either Diggs or Beasley. You know, remember, correlation. Playing guys, you got to run it back in the GPPs. It's easier to get a few games right than get them all right? The 9 games. And who's the right player. Kels, if you're playing Mahomes, obviously, stack them. I said Kyle Rudolph, right? Hunter Henry. Kyle Rudolph is very cheap. He's like $4,600, I think, on FanDuel. Waller could be in the mix. That's pretty much where I'm at there. Gesicki, we talked about with Fitzmagic coming back. He could be a good option because he loves to throw to his tight end. Defenses, so again, not that they really matter to me, but Saints are going to be the highest owned, like Fester brought up earlier. That's fine for cash if you want to play in cash. actually prefer playing like the Giants, like we talked about yesterday, in cash, or just dropping down to the Jets, someone like that. I mean, Rams, Dolphins come in the mix, right? I think the Vikings could be a good option GPP wise. I don't know about cash. I think the Vikes defense is finally coming around. Yeah, every time she sees a dog in the car, she barks. When we walk, you guys know, when we walk outside, when I do my daily walks with her and I'm live, we walk by dogs, she never barks. She only does it in the car. It's like she gets that tough dog syndrome when she's in the car, but when she goes by a dog, she's all nice and cool and calm and collect. I think it's funny. It's super hilarious. All right, so now that I got two phones like Kevin Gates, let's build a lineup. Let's build a Sunday lineup together. Give me 1 second here. Let's start thinking about what quarterback we want to go with. Do we want to do like a Teddy B? We want to do like a Teddy Bridgewater quarterback? Should we do a Teddy B quarterback? You getting the hat all did up, the Bears hat, putting a little Zoe juice. That's from our good buddy Balls. I'm wearing it, supporting my guy today. And he plays the Pack today. Shaq Rap might have some words for you. You and Shaq can go at it today. Alright. So let's do a 20K to first. $3 entry. How about? Let's enter a new lineup. All right, so who do you guys want? Who do you guys think we should do for a quarterback? Matt says Nick Mullins. Matt Breda. You like Matt Breda? Gelman, I'm not. Here's the thing, man. If they can get the pass going balls, I'm all right with it. I just game script wise, whatnot. I don't know, man. I just see that being like a low scoring game for some weird reason. I don't know why. I just see it being a very why you would fade Mahomes is because Mahomes is going to be the highest owned quarterback this week, right? And not that quarterback. Some will say there's not a high-owned quarterback because there's so many games, there's so many options. People are going to play different quarterbacks. I just think there's a better option than Pat Mahomes, Justin Herbert, Josh Allen. I just think there's better places to go for a little bit less. I don't know. Against Tampa Bay, too, against their defense, I don't know. I'm not sold on it. I'm not saying I don't have any Pat Mahomes lineups, but I don't have much. If you were to look at my lineup list right now, I think I have one lineup with Patty Mahomes. I think that's it. I think that's all I have. All right, so here's where we got. We got Kyler at the top, Mahomes, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, Tom Brady, Cam Newton, which the Arizona-New England game could be a high-scoring game. Cam Newton could be a sneaky play this week. I'm just saying, guys. I'm just throwing that out there. Fitzpatrick, Taysom Hill, Daniel Jones, Kirk Cousins, David Carr, somebody talked about last week, Bridgewater, Goff. Somebody said Mullins against the Rams. I don't like that at all. Sam Darnold. We already built the Sam Darnold long shot lineup. So who do we want to do, guys? Tampa Bay has a good run D, but yeah, I know. It's going to be so high, so owned. And like again, then you got to correlate it. Then you got Kels, who's going to be highly owned. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm saying personally, I'm not. I'll have one lineup with him in, and I'll have about 20 different lineups, 24 different lineups. All right. Kirk Cousins, they got to load up to stop Dalvin Cook. That's an interesting play. Josh Allen rushing TD. Yeah, so again, Herbert and Josh Allen I absolutely love. I think they have the highest upside today. I honestly think those two guys have the highest upside in this week's matchups. That's my own opinion. Some Denver will get owned today, so to speak. Denver get owned. Who are they playing? New Orleans. Yeah, I mean, we got Locke on IR. Who is the quarterback for Denver now? Jeez, look at their quarterback line. That's so ugly. Don't even know. Is it Blake Bortles? Is Blake Bortles starting? Oh, he's put on the practice squad. Wow, that's crazy. That is crazy. So who do we want to take a shot at, guys? Undrafted receiver. All right, let's do Josh Allen. Stephon Diggs. I honestly think we should run it back. We either got to run it back with Hunter Henry, Eckler. I don't like Eckler against Buffalo in this GP lineup stacked with correlation on Allen because even though Eckler catches passes, they say that, if we're looking for Diggs to have a big game and Allen to be a big game, it's got to be a big shootout, right? So let's go Keenan. You want to go Keenan Allen? Keenan Allen or, yeah, actually, you know what? Should we do Diggs or Beasley? Stephon Diggs or Beasley? It's either we do Allen with Diggs and Hunter Henry, or we do Allen with Beasley and run it back with Keenan Allen. Mike Williams. Balls likes Mike Williams. But I do like Beasley as well. I talked about Beasley all week. Earlier, yesterday, we talked about Beasley a lot, actually. All right, so we're saying Diggs. Mike Williams. All right, let's take a shot with Mike Williams. You know what? Because we need to go cheaper. We can't go Keenan Allen, even though he'd be the best option. You got to remember, though, we got to correlate everything, and we got to keep our price so that we can fit guys in. Yeah, no, I agree. All right. Does this lineup want to have Dalvin Cook in it? I mean, he's in the best spot. Again, this is a GPP lineup. Or do we want to drop down to somebody like Kamara, Chubb, Henry, Jacobs? Yeah, Williams is Mike Tyson won the fight last night. Changed my mind. Why? Did they call it? Was it a draw or something? Or they called it to him? Yeah, DJ Moore's in a great spot today as well. Yeah, there's a lot of guys in great spots. DJ Moore, Curtis Samuel, $5,900. I mean, these are all guys that just sprinkle in. I'm on Galen versus Cincy. Nice. All right. So, do we want to drop down? Do we put Cook in this lineup, or do we stay away from Kamara? Yeah, I know. I heard he knocked him out. So let's go Kamara against Denver. Boy, they got a tough defense. You think he's going to be able to show up? Let's take a shot at him. All right. So Kamara, I like Breda as a value running back against Jets. Should be a blowout. Yes. All right, so we could do Hines, we could do Breda, we could do two cheap running backs and stack up everywhere else. Hines is $5,700. Let me see how much Breda is. Breda is $4,800. All right, we'll put Breda in. We'll run with Breda on this one. Let's get our tight end. So we got Kels, Waller, Gronk, Juju Smith, Hunter Henry, Cook, Fant, Ingram, Gesicki. I wouldn't play Gesicki if we're playing, what's his nuts? I think we do Rudolph here. 4,600, I think we do Rudolph here. Rudolph at tight end. All right. So we still have, let's just, all right. So let's figure out what receiver. So we got Tyreek Hill, Hopkins, Allen, Ridley, Brown, Godwin, DJ Moore. Someone said they really like DJ Moore. Justin Jefferson. We already put Rudolph in, even though I think he's going to have a big game. Devontae Parker. We already got a Dolphin running back. Robbie Anderson's another good one. Somebody like Crowder. Yeah, you're right. He doesn't get a lot of catches with Hill. Guys, maybe we should change out Kamara with either Chubb, Henry, or Jacobs. Nick Chubb, Derrick Henry, or Josh Jacobs. What are we saying, guys? Let's figure out Chubb, Henry, or Josh Jacobs in place of Kamara. Yeah, I think you're right. With Taysom Hill, he likes to run it a lot himself, too. He's not a fan of... He likes to do his own thing. I don't know that I'm a fan of that. All right. We'll go Chubb here. All right, we go Chubb instead. Somebody said Waller on tight end. If we do that, we're not going to have a lot of salary left. We're going to have to really screw our flex and our receiver. It seems like there's no 3 o'clock games. Every lineup I build, it's all noon players. There is. I know there is, but I'm just saying. I don't like Brian Hill because he will probably throw a ton. So what about Hines? Should we put Hines in the flex? He's $5,700. Put Hines in the flex? So, what other receiver do we want? We can pretty much put any receiver in that we want. So if you guys are big on Tyreek Hill or someone like that, or Keenan Allen, we could do. Oh, we already got Mike Williams. Never mind. We're not stacking up. Otherwise, we have to put Herbert in. Ridley, Hopkins, DJ Moore. Actually, okay. Let me just play with something real quick. You look at some numbers here. Balls, I really like your Mike Williams call, but here's what I'm thinking. If we put DJ Moore in as our third receiver, if we change Mike Williams to Keenan Allen, we then have $4,500 still left with Hines at flex. Let me see something here. What's up, Bubba? We're going to go in a minute, honey. I know. I'm just finishing up this. So that would leave us $4,500 on defense. Yeah, Landry. Well, let me look something here. Let me see what Landry's price is. He hasn't done a lot. We already got Chubb in it. We already got Chubb at running back. I don't want to run a running back and a receiver. I don't like that. Not in a GPP. You're cashing on. So we still have $200 left. We could even change more to. I think that's good. Here's what I got, guys. Here's what we built. Tell me what you guys think. Josh Allen, Nick Chubb, Matt Breida, Stephon Diggs, Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, Kyle Rudolph, Nakeem Hines, and Giants defense. And that leaves us $200 on the table, which I think we just leave. I think we just let it ride. Unless we change, you guys could change like balls. If you like Kamara, or anyone else likes Kamara over Chubb, you could jump to Kamara instead. So you could pay the $200 up and go to Kamara instead and have the same lineup the rest of the way. You could also go down $100 or $400 and you could put in somebody like Josh Jacobs, which I might take that lineup and switch it, like run that one, but then we'll import and then we'll switch something up here. So we do Kamara on that one because I like the rest of the build. I even don't mind playing that in a hang on a second. One second, guys. He is going to be their main, their primary back this week. Ahmed and all those guys are out, so Breida's going to be the guy there, and he's cheap. He's like, here, let me pull it up again and see what he costs. So Breida is tough against the Jets. Oops. Not against Jets. Breida is expected to be the Dolphins' primary running back after Myles Gaskin knee and Salvin Ahmad shoulder were ruled out for Sunday's matchup. They're both out. So Breida has shown to be a good dude. When he was on the Niners, he had some good games, man. I mean, he does have upside. He does have upside. All right, I think we're good here. I'm messing around with a few things. I'm like playing with this lineup, but I'm changing up a couple things. Go to more here. Go to Samuel. Mikey Williams. There's Jacobs. This is kind of a good little lineup I just built too. Oh wait, we don't want that. Shit. One second, guys. Curtis Samuel. So can do something like this too. This is one that I messed around a little bit. Kind of took balls. We got off DJ Moore. So, Allen, Josh Jacobs, Matt Breida, Stephon Diggs, Mike Williams, Curtis Samuel, Travis Kelce, Nakeem Hines, and Saints defense. What's up, Paul? How you doing, brother? Kind of getting to the tail end of the stream here. A lot of people already bolted out, but that's you know. And then I switched. Like I said, I switched a few things. So like, Kamara or Chubb. We have $200. We had $200 to play with. We could jump up to Kamara. You could go back to Jacobs, the likes of like Jacobs, some other people. I moved around. You can go from DJ Moore down to like Curtis Samuel if you want to keep the same game, different player that could have the upside for GVPs. You can put like Kelson at tight end, get rid of like somebody like Rudolph or somebody like that, or go to Waller. I put Derrick Henry in one of those same lineups in $1 GPP, just moving things around. Sometimes that's what you do when you have a good take or a good feel on a lineup, but you're like, man, I kind of wanted to play this guy, but I feel like this guy's going to do it. Put both those lineups into a tournament, whether it's a buck entry or whatever, a quarter entry. They have quarter entries if you guys are in a state you can play and you haven't played and you want to start playing. You could deposit as little as $10 and you could start playing quarters at a time. I will let you know, if you guys do deposit, it pays for you to go through like a referral link. Like if I give it to you, it pays both of us. We both get like $5 or $10 free money deposited. So what's that? Just a tweak or two? Yeah, just a tweak or two. Playing. So I got Allen, Breida, Henry, Anderson, Antonio Clown, Hopkins, Rudolph, Hines, Browns defense. I love that, Fester. That's a great lineup, brother. That's a great lineup. I love that lineup. I think that's a good lineup. See, and that's why I think it's always funny when people are like, and I don't care if you guys play, especially the lineups we build together. I don't care if you guys play the lineups. Like, that's what we do. Like, I want everybody to succeed. That's why I do this for free. Like, I don't charge anything. There's no point in charging. I think it's silly. Silly to charge anything. I think it's just ridiculous. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Alright. Again, guys, tonight we will have the in-depth, or not in-depth. Not the in-depth. We're going to have the I can't see it, balls. You didn't attach anything, my brother. We're going to have the in-depth, the Def Hobby Central. If any of you guys want to be a part of the show, dude, just send me an email. Let me know. I would love to have, I want to start with 3 people again. Plus me, if we can. So, let's make it happen. Let's have fun. Super excited. All right. Anybody else got anything? I think the free money is doled out a bit at a time. Yeah, whatever. But it's additional money you get for signing up. So let me send you guys a link. Well, no. On the referral side of things, I'm saying, on the referral, you have to deposit like $10 or whatever. You have to deposit. You have that $10 available, but it'll also give you I think it's $5 that you can play, like $5 free play, and I get $5 free play. So it pays to sign up. Let me give you a link if you haven't signed up. We give you a link and we get you set up. Man, so tough. Just trying to decide. I'm looking at my cash lineup. So, no. I did that. Zoe, stop. So, seriously? So, are you for real right now? Might like this better. Alright, I'm rolling with it. Alright, guys, I think I'm about to end it here. You guys got any other questions for me? Any fantasy questions? I'd do it, but I think I'd make you cry. Why would I make you cry? I wouldn't make you cry, dude. You wouldn't even play me. You'd play. There's all sorts of. I was just trying to answer. Oh, I got you. Some sites got me years ago. They would not let me take the free money. So you would have to play, like, you would get the extra $5. You would have to play that. It's free $5. Like, you wouldn't, it's not like they would give it to you and you could take that $5 they give you. It's not like you could just withdraw it. You would have to play it. I don't have any in-depth lined up. Nobody's gotten to me yet. If somebody wants to, let me know. Send me an email. That would be Wednesday night. There is Def Hobby Central tonight. Again, if anybody wants to be a guest, it's not just you. It's you with with me and 2 other people. We try to keep it 4 people. We just talk on hobby topics. So again, if any of you guys want to join me, please let me know. Please send me an email. Please send me a DM. I'm looking to build up the 4 people for tonight's show. I would like to have it 4. If it's 3 or whatever, I mean, we'll have to make do with whatever we have, or whoever wants to. But it was a great show last Sunday. I think we'll have a good show this Sunday. 6 o'clock, 6 Central Standard Time, pretty much towards the tail end of the football games, before the other one starts and before BITG goes live at 7:30. We go for about an hour. It's about an hour show. And if somebody has to leave early or something, that's fine. That's on the show. I don't mind, as long as we got other guests on there. Otherwise, we'll just end it or make it a shorter video. So, yeah, I appreciate it, man. Good luck to all you guys. Snap another one off this week. Let's go, baby. Let's get it. So, yeah, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Just send me a DM or send me an email. I'd love to have all you guys on. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter how much you know about or don't know about cards. We want opinions. We want different things off topics that I will bring up to discuss. So let's have a great Sunday. Good luck, everybody. Let's go get it. You got any other questions or anything, hit me up. Let me know. Otherwise, I will see you guys tonight with Def Hobby Central. Let's get the guest lineup built up so we can go from there. All right, guys. Love you. Peace.